think we're live. Are we? Yeah. Hello, hello, hello. Hey guys, what is up? This is Olivia Igwe coming live from London. If you guys are watching me on a replay, drop me a hashtag style. You'll know the drill. Help the multicultural, multi-ethnic to brand on social media and to earn at the same time by using body, mind, and soul. So if that is you, absolutely, you can drop me hashtag hybrid. Let's go and build that confidence together. But today, we're going to be talking about how to, hey Katie, Sasha, Kiara, we're going to be talking about how to stand out when you're not confident yet. How can you stand out when you don't have the confidence yet? And I can talk about this because I'm the one that didn't want to talk to Alif. If I had to talk to Alif, I would completely cry my eyeballs out. TikTok, I'm going to leave the live on Insta, Facebook, and YouTube. So if you want to watch it there, my same handle is just Olivia Igwe, same thing. If you can't watch the replay, then you can just leave it there. But I wanted to talk today about this thing where I know confidence is thrown around a lot, but it also is confidence, if I have to be honest, is promising to yourself what you say you're going to do. Let me just put this ring light because I know I don't have much. There you are. Confidence is promising to your people what you say you're going to do. So, if you're going to decide to show up on social media and say you're going to help, I don't know, as I say, I help the multicultural, multi-ethnic that feels like a stranger in their own country earn, brand, and have a residual income. That's what I say I do, right? Because I'm repeating the same message all the time. But at the same time, and this is the three things that I want to give you of how do you build that confidence yet, Olivia? Because I'm not confident like you. I'm not as outspoken as you. I'm not courageous as you. Yeah, guys. I was just like you. Nicola, I was just like you. Hey, Karina, Karina, is it? How are you, love? Like, I was not confident until I decided what I wanted to do, right? Why did I get a message? Why only three things you want to give? Why not five? Because if I could give you five, I could give you 10, but three is just easier because it's easier to understand. But if I want to give you five, I can give you five right now. So first of all, I'm gonna give you the five, the one, two, three, four. Actually, I have four. I don't even know why I said three. Maybe I put three at the top. But do things weird. Find a mentor. Find your calling in silence. Repetition. I'm going to give it to you so we can go dig deeper into TikTok. I'm going to leave the live on Insta and Facebook, YouTube, so you can watch it there, right? And the thing is, I don't want to overwhelm you either. I love your question that you asked because I think a lot of people today, the more you give out like, 10 different tips of how to find a man or 10 different tips of how to earn or 10 different tips to build the confidence, it just gets overwhelming. And I don't want to make it overwhelmed because I'm the first person to say that I'm a procrastinator. Even though like even right now, it's like, should I really go live? Like it's 9 o'clock here in the UK. Like, is it really a good time to go live? Olivia, you don't get to choose. You go live. And this is the first thing for you. Do the things that get you out of your comfort zone, right? Hey, my love, who is it on YouTube? Hey, Sarah, how are you? Right? Do the things that get you out of your comfort zone. Do the things that will require you, I don't know. Could it be like, I don't know, there's a networking event as it's Fashion Week right now. You know, it could be going to an event that you're supposed to go and shake hands with. Can you do, Jackie, that thing, or Kels, or Joyce, or Sarah, or Sasha, or Kiara, or Koro? Can you get out of your comfort zone and go and shake the hand at that person? And introduce yourself and say, hi. Well, actually, this hand. Hi, my name is XYZ. How are you? What do you do? Right? Getting out of your comfort zone means that you're just living on the edge of doing things that get you out. I'm going to give you the example. I've moved into a new place that I am in. And my first thing was like, I need a CrossFit gym. If you guys don't know, I work out. And so I needed to find something. I got something on my lip and my inner lip. Not that you guys really do care, but if I'm moving, it's just because it hurts so bad. I'm supposed to go to the dentist at some point. Anyways, not point to the story. Can we focus, Olivia? So I was looking for a new CrossFit gym. And sometimes CrossFit gyms can be, it's like, for the ones that don't know, it's like a military workout all together. You guys sweat together, you got work together, and it's kind of cool. It's kind of intense, but I like it, and I like pain. Okay, call me weird, but I don't care. And so I was looking for a new CrossFit gym, and I knew that would, one, get me out of my comfort zone, have me meet new people, but at the same time, have me also find a new gym. That for me is getting out of my comfort zone. Now, every time I go, for example, last weekend we did weightlifting. I did my personal PB best, which is cool. I did 49 kilos in clean and jerk for the ones that do work out. For me, that was like getting out of my comfort zone, even though I'm kind of scared of doing weightlifting. And I know it sounds weird because Olivia has confidence, but I actually am kind of like, I don't talk if I don't really know you, but I'll laugh if I have to laugh because I have a really like huge laugh. But that for me is doing everything. What can you do that will get you out of your comfort zone? What can you do where you're like, gee, I'm going to do this every single time. I'm going to get out of my comfort zone, right? Number 2 is I want you to build your confidence by, and this is something that I did, but I found myself a mentor, right? For the ones that don't know, I didn't want to show my face on social media. I wanted to be like Marta Margiela, where I didn't want to show my face. I was like, no, I don't want to show my face. Hey, Karen. I was like, no, I don't want that. I want to be like that designer that doesn't show his face. And, you know, he does fashion shows, etc., whatever. But I'm like, the calling that I have in helping the multicultural, multi-ethnic is impossible for me. I cannot not show my face. I have to show my face. It has to be something, right? Because people don't follow vision, nor do they follow where you're heading if you're not willing to share where you're heading. Right? You guys know I help the multicultural, multi-ethnic to brand on social media and to earn at the same time, right? And so in the course of where I was heading, I needed to find myself a mentor. So I found the number one mentor in the network marketing space that was good in branding, and I followed what he did. And he was telling me, he's like, look, I want you to show up on social media and I want you to post for 30 days consecutively. I was like, okay, I can do that, because before I wasn't really consistent in that, but I can definitely do that. I was like, okay. The 30 days turned into 60 days. The 60 days turned into 90. 90 turned into 365 days, turned into 3 years. You're looking at somebody that's shown up consistently for the last 3 years. You're looking at somebody that is willing to show up on social media and be consistent, even though I'll fall in love with the process because I know the outcome. This me going live has got me onto stages. This me going live has got me into rooms that no person could go, but because I've practiced going live, interacting with Perry, with Miss, with, you know, Sarah, to Kiara, to, you know, Cora, I've been practicing in the darkness. I've been practicing in the darkness, which brings me to the next point. But before I jump into the next point, which is the silence, I got better at doing what I'm doing. You want to know why? Because I've created content. I'm the best in terms of creating content in my own field. Isn't that kind of like audacious for you to say that? I don't even give a shit. If I have to be perfectly honest. Not because I think I'm better than you, absolutely not. But confidence is promising to yourself what you say you're going to do. I've created enough content for you guys to watch me on YouTube, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, and so much more content. You guys can watch from 3-4 years ago. Because just like, and I'm going to bring it back to the Bible, but whatever, doesn't matter, Solomon, he created content, more than 3,000 pieces of content. What can you create content on that could get you into being the best version of you? That could be you becoming the expert in your field. I'm the expert in branding. Because you know what? I brand all the time. I talk to you guys about branding all the time. I'm the best at it. Now, are there better people out there? Absolutely. But I'm the best in the best because there's no one like me. But because I say what I'm going to do, and so are you. So you got to create content. Now, how do you create content, Olivia? That's cool. How do you build your confidence? We're going to talk about things that you have overcome. I can talk to you about abortion. I've been through it. I can talk to you about building a network marketing business because I've done it. I can talk to you about branding on social media because I do it. I can talk to you about building confidence and having the body, etc., by going to CrossFit because I've been to CrossFit. I can talk to you about speaking different languages because I speak English, French, Italian. I speak Dutch and German because I've been through it. I can talk to you about opening a business that cost me 50 euros and shut it down for 4K. I can talk about it. You're qualified to talk about what you are. Zora, you're qualified. Lee, you're qualified. Glenn, you're qualified. Sarah, you're qualified. Ko, you're qualified. Svetlana, you're qualified. Zimbod man, you're qualified. You're absolutely qualified to talk about what you've overcome. Now, the thing here, hey, my love, how are you? The thing here is the nuance of what I want you guys to understand is you got to repeat the same thing. You guys know I talk about my network marketing business. You guys know I talk about always my supplements because the best on the market. There's no one better that has supplements on the market that fuel on a cellular level. That's it. There's no better person as a fashion stylist as me because I'm the best at what I do. Now, the confidence is built by being consistent and talking about it all the time, all the time. I can't talk to the mom that has 5 kids. I don't have kids. So I'm not qualified to talk about that. But I can talk about, for example, Zora, you could talk about Zen therapy. I'm guessing because you have been through it. You found a way that got you better. Sarah can talk about photography because she's been through it. She's gone through it, right? Don't talk about something that you're unqualified to talk about. But if you've been through it, you've gone through it, then absolutely. I think there comes a nuance when confidence, and I will tell you this, I'm somebody, and I'll be perfectly honest with you guys. Not that I'm not like, I'm so honest that sometimes like truth hurts, but I'm just in your face. I don't take any advice from people that say, hey, I don't like, your network marketing business, so I don't like your product. It doesn't matter. Then you're not my person. Or, if you tell me, yeah, but you should probably do like an email list or you should do something, whatever. Like, I'm not talking to people that have not done what I've done or have not aspired to do something that I would have done. I go to the best of the best. If somebody, and I've invested heavily in personal development. The reason why I went to Fraser Brooks in #1 in branding is because he's good at what he does. I will pay the price. But you know what? I will pay the price because I'm putting into action what I'm doing. Right? Exactly. Zora, same thing. If you knew somebody was good in their high quality thing or qualification, you would go to that person, right? I'm not going to take singing lessons from my next door neighbor when I could maybe go to Rihanna straight away. Do you understand what I mean? Like there comes no, why would I go to the person next door neighbor when they're not even qualified to help me? Some people think that you guys have to think of where is the best person that can get me there, right? I still remember when somebody told me, you can't blend. It's funny because I don't have any contact with that person, but she was like, just a lawyer. She's like, you can't be branding and also sell on social media. I told her, watch me. Like, watch me do that. It's funny enough, we don't talk anymore because like some people, God has mysterious ways of like removing people from your life. But whatever you guys believe, that's really up to you. But for me, it's God. But like, it's fascinating when I'm like, and this is one powerful prayer that I will, that if you say it, beware. I always say, well, I don't want to say it now, but I'll just say it now just for the purpose for you guys. God, remove the people that should not be in my life. Be prepared. Some people will be removed from your life, but it's the most powerful prayer in the planet because you only want to be elevated by people that will get you there. Hey, Annette, how are you, my love? Right. So creating content will build the confidence. Finding the right person will get you closer to there. One of the reasons why I skyrocketed branding and I'm really good at it is because I went just closer to the person that was closer to the fire. You got to invest into people that will bring you closer. Now, I'm going to deroute a little bit before I get back onto the calling and silence and repetition that I really want to go heavily on in TikTok. I'm going to leave the live on Insta, Facebook, and YouTube so you guys can watch it there. If you want to watch the replay, same handle, Olivia Igwe. But I didn't watch Super Bowl, nor do I care. Not my thing. Doesn't pay my bills. But Kanye West did, and I'm not a fan of Kanye West, but whatever. Here's the point to the story. He invested in this ad where he filmed himself. Can you imagine? Like you're filming yourself for this ad that goes on to Super Bowl, right? Where millions of people are watching, right? Millions of people are watching. He invested $7 million for a 50-second video where he's holding himself and he's telling, go to Yeezy's, whatever. He's got his grills, really disgusting. Anyways, talking about, branding himself. This dude has a return on investment, $19 million. He invested $7 million. I'm not saying you guys should invest $7 million, etc. He invested $7 million on something on branding. He got a return on investment, $19 million. You cannot tell me that investing in you will bring the fruits. Now, of course, we're not Kanye West, okay? But what if you could invest in yourself by showing up every single day, promising to yourself what you say you're going to do, showing up every single day, showing up with content, and on the ripple effect, in my case, My case of doing it, for you guys to know, hey, Alma, is branding, is selling my drinks, is earning that extra income, is also helping other people also do that on their duplication, right? Like, what if you put in the work for 3, 4, 5 years, but some of y'all won't even invest 1 minute in yourself? Some of you guys are signed up to the gym and you guys are not even going to the gym. The audacity of saying you want to get better, but you're not even signed up at the gym. You're not even moving. Shame on you. You say you want to lose that weight, but you're not willing to work on yourself. You say that all men are dogs, but you don't even want to work on yourself. Your words have power. Your words are sharp. I don't know if this is going to resonate. And if it resonates on the replay, I'm telling y'all, I don't believe men are dogs, even though my ex did not want to stay with me. Okay, cool. That's fine. I also got to work on myself, but I still love him. I still accept him. I still have total appreciation for him. I still believe somebody is the right one for me. In fact, I will get married to that person. Now, where's the person? As my mom called me back on the weekend and said, she's like, so where's your man? I'm like, Mom, can we move that? Oh, hey, Steve, what's good at Starbucks working and stopping by? No worries. We need to do some push-ups. How many push-ups are we doing though? So I just want you guys to understand, you get to create the world. Like, I'm in a place right now where even though I walk through the storm, it was painful. 7-year relationship, somebody saying, you know what, I don't want to live with you anymore. Like, I don't think we're made for each other. It hurts. A silent breakup is probably the worst thing on the planet. Not because I knew every relationship is different, but the one where you don't even get to decide what you want. You want to save the relationship, but the other person doesn't. That's a silence breakup. You thought you were going to get married to the person, but he's like, mm-mm. You have to move out of your house. You have to find a new flat. You're living 2 weeks in a suitcase. You have 3 days to put the down payment for the house, for the flat that you're in. You have to still show up on social media and still be strong and still do this and that. It takes courage to show up. But if you're willing to, and this is where the 2 last things that I wanted to talk about that I got carried away, is your calling will be found in the silence. Hey, Afron. Hey, Wolfgang. Your calling will be called in the silence. It's not the glitz and the glam. Even if I had somebody in my life, I wouldn't necessarily need to showcase it, but I can still show up on social media and still put on a show because I'm confident in the calling that I have, because I've practiced in the dark what I've done. Now, whatever you guys believe, that's really up to you. But for me, I have had to go silence in prayer. I've had to do fasting, and I've had to do worship. Those are the non-negotiable things for me to save my soul. Now, whatever that is for you, do you, boo. If it's like yoga retreat or, I know Zen here, Zora, you do Zen. So whatever that is for you, do you. But for me, I've had to be in silence. I've had to go back to basics. I've had to go back to worship. I've had to go back to being in the darkness. Even though I showed up and I created content, for the ones that don't follow me all the time, even my nail tech that got she got my nails done. It's been 6 months, the breakup has been over, right? She's Russian, Kazakhstan, so there's a barrier of language, right? She didn't even know, even though I show up on social media, she didn't even know that I wasn't with my ex anymore, with the person anymore, right? Why am I saying this? Because first of all, not everybody will show up and follow your stories all the time. But second, this comes to my second point, is the repetition. If God gave you a vision, whatever you believe, universe, whatever, in my case, God, if God gave you a vision, it won't appeal to everybody. But I heard this morning, and this is so good. And I wrote it down. Vision is a big deal. You don't just observe a vision. You have to own the vision. You don't observe the vision. You have to own the vision. How do you own the vision? You got to build it within you. Where am I heading? What is my mission? What is the thing that I'm desiring to do that I want to do all the time? And vision, this is such a good part for you guys. Vision is cultivated in the valleys, in the darkness. It's not cultivated when everything's glitz and glam. The real vision is always vulnerable. The real vision is when you're in the deep, low valleys, when you're like, I have no idea how I'm going to get out of this, but I'm going to trust and believe and faith that it has already been done. Now I just need to walk the steps to it. I already see the multicultural, multi-ethnic on stage. I see Mohammed on stage where he's earned an extra 1,000 pounds per month. And he's waving on stage, just so happy because he helps some other people too. I see Sarah, a PT, helping her clients look and feel better by the 3-system process that we have. I see Kiara and a single mom and her 3 kids being able to provide for her kids, and she's just earning an extra 500 euros and she's happy. I see the vision. But what is your vision that is a big deal? What is your vision that you cannot observe anymore? You got to own it. Hey, Layla. Hey, Rosie, my love. Hey, Katie. What is the vision that you, and I can't tell you the vision because I am not you. I don't have authority over you. I am just the messenger here. But sometimes in you and your confidence, it's not selling it. It's serving it. So what can you serve every single day? And some of y'all probably like, yeah, but Olivia, I haven't showed up in so long. Like, what do I show up on social media and more as? I'll be honest with you. On LinkedIn, I haven't showed up for at least a month. I'm just going to roll back into like my posts as usual and just share where I'm at. Not everybody needs to know like what you've exactly been through, but what they need to know is, what are you drawing a line in the sand? And I always say that, but I love this because drawing a line in the sand just means I'm leaving my past where it is. I'm picking myself up and I'm owning the fact that I've made mistakes. I'm not perfect. I've maybe hurt some people. I've maybe done things wrong, but I can still walk and be honest and vulnerable to be like, I don't have all the answers, but if you're willing to trust me, if you're willing to walk the life with me, it will work out. That's why God gives a vision to people. He doesn't give it to the qualified. He gives it to the unqualified. And if you look at, Bible, whatever, but I'm just going a little bit just into the Bible, like every person that God has saved, they were old train wrecks. I mean, one was killing people, cutting heads off. The other one was sleeping with others. They go on and on and on and on in the list of things. Like it just goes deep. Nobody wants to be perfect. I'm absolutely not perfect showing up. Gosh, I'm sweating right now. I only took a shower about an hour ago. And I worked out this morning, right? I smell of like meat, but you can't smell me. But I'll still show up authentically. I don't have any makeup on. Hey, Tony, nice hairstyle. Suits you well, like Rihanna. The only girls in the world. Man, I haven't seen Rihanna. She better show up with an album this year. I'm over this. I'm like, girl, bring your music because I can't deal with Beyonce and her country music. But that's another subject for another time. We're not going to do that. But whatever. Clearly, you can see I'm Team Rihanna and not Beyonce. But that's another thing. Even though she's born the same month as me. Well, she's not born in September. I'm in August. Anyways, I digress. Yeah, no one is perfect, Sarah. Right? So I just wanted to inspire you guys on this, and I'm going to leave. I've posted it into my podcast, so it's a little bit more condensed than something like 10 minutes. But here, of course, we've gone for at least 24 minutes. I really wanted to dive deeper and to give you nuggets. But I really want you, regardless if you know me or not, I know TikTok, like the algorithm is always like in and out. But as I leave this on Insta, Facebook, and TikTok, and for the ones and YouTube, for the ones that watch the replay, you will only be qualified to show up in your true calling, whatever that is, once you have decided that enough is enough. And I will tell you this, when I was supposed to get married like years ago, and the guy dumped me when I was in Spain and I had moved to Italy, I started doing inspirational videos because it was my only way of giving back. I knew I had something. I don't like writing. I'm not a text person. I like interacting, you know. Um, I like the interaction. I like the comments and stuff, and it's just me. But everybody's different. But I really found that you got to fall in love with the process. Is it scary going live on 1, 2, 3, 4 platforms? Absolutely. Was I scared? Hey, Jesseline, when I showed up on social media for the first time and I did pre-recorded videos? Absolutely. But it gets better. I talked on my live on my podcast, which comes out tomorrow. I was talking about the fact that about 4 or 5 years ago, you would never see me in a bathing suit. No, never. Bathing suit was not a thing. I used to sort of shave my armpits and because my mom never told me, how to use them. So I would always shave them and, I'd shave them and then grow hair straight away, like shave in the morning, at night, like they grow like crazy. I don't know if anybody can relate to that where you're like, oh yeah, I had that too. I did lasering. Lasering was the best thing I did, built my confidence. Today at CrossFit, I can go at the gym and I can literally just have my leggings and then my bra and not have a t-shirt and just work out. Well, I mean, I have like the bra, the thing. I wasn't confident about 4 years ago. How did I build that confidence? Because I decided to show up at CrossFit, because I decided to take the supplements, because I decided to fall in love with who I am, because I've built that confidence and that momentum that automatically today, I'm cool working out with like my top off. I'm proud of who I am because I've fallen in love with the process of the person that I'm becoming. I understand well, right, Bruna? Cool, love that. So I really want you guys to understand that falling in love with you and your confidence has so much of a ripple effect. But it will start by doing the things that make you weird, that make you feel out of your comfort zone, like going to CrossFit, the building confidence of showing content, showing up on social media, promising to your people what you say you're going to do, right? Like just like Solomon creating the 3,000 pieces of content. But in the midst of that is also finding the calling in the silence of not having anybody, not going out to party, not going out to whatever you're supposed to do or go and see that guy. No, you're cutting the ties, or a woman or whatever that you identify with. We're not going down that rabbit hole, but whatever, And then the repetition. Every single day, you talk about the same thing, but in different words, in different forms. I help the multicultural, multi-ethnic to brand on social media by aligning body, mind, and soul. I help you earn extra income. That's for you. Great. That's not perfect. Find somebody else. You want to take care of your body. You want to be faster. You want to be sharper. The drinks. That's what they do. Link in bio to you guys can go and get it. You can message. Like I'm repeating all the time. I'm branding expert. I know I'm good at branding, but because I've repeated the things all the time and because I say what I'm going to do and I do it. Okay, guys, I love you. I appreciate you. Remember to be you, do you. The world does not dictate who you are, but you dictate the world. Guys, TikTok, I'm going to leave the live on Insta, Facebook, or YouTube. You guys can watch it. Same handle, Livy Egwe, the same profile. You guys cannot miss me. But yeah, just wanted to tell you, have a great week. Go and crush it. I'll be live tomorrow about 12 UK time, but you have everything within you. And if there's anything that you maybe would just want to ask, you absolutely can. My DMs are open. It's better to catch me on Insta. If you wanted to DM me, absolutely. You're welcome, Mila. Thank you so much, Bruna. You are so welcome. And guys here on YouTube, no one is perfect. Sarah Hearts, guys, love you. Talk to you guys later. Bye.